Hi everyone, my name is Edward, and this is my final project for Spring Studio 402. Our assignment for this project was to conceptualize and develop a marketplace for a city. This market, Trinity Market, is located in New York City on the southeast side of Manhattan. Here in this image, we see the market itself on the site. We'll go back to this form, but really something I want to highlight was just the roof shape. It was really as the primary driving force of the shape itself. Next, we have this quick narrative. Feel free to give it a read when you got a chance, if you like. Moving on, though, we have the site analysis of the area, the city that our market is situated in. The main streets are Grand Street, which runs left and right, and Essex Street, which runs diagonally north and south. A little market site is on the yellow center block there. Our market site is located between the Williamsburg Bridge and Manhattan Bridge, and also sits in that section between the commercial section of the city and the more residential parts of the city, as you can see in the bottom left there. Moving on, we kind of take a step back and we have a precedent analysis here. During the duration of this project, at one point we were given multiple markets to kind of review and look through to get inspiration and kind of figure out and dissect these markets that are already established. I chose this market located in Beijing, China. And what really drew me to this market was the shape of the roof line in contrast to the structure itself, which created that dynamic form to move through. Here we just have some developing shots of the basic roof and structure systems, where the roof is a flat plane, its guts folded out, has holes punched through it once and twice, and really sets that tone and the shape of the market. Moving on, we have actual photos of the market where you can really see how that folded roof is put on display. Around it, we also have renderings of the structure, which is made up of all steel, allow it a lot of space to breathe and have enough support. Moving on, we return to a site, and here we just have some initial sketches that I made early on to help kind of clarify where traffic comes and goes and provide general sense of the layout of the market. In the middle and to the right is the preliminary market layout that I chose to pursue, with the market hall dominating the space in yellow, and the green service cores flanking it to the south. The blue community service, which is part of the market, is located on the second floor here. And things get shifted around, as we'll see. This is the final iteration of what the market looked like. As you can see, the market hall is still itself uninterrupted, still dominating the space, still flanked by the two stories of service cores. However, the community center is no longer part of the main building and instead is on its own, situated in a kind of plaza formatted by the shape of the market itself, kind of L shape and a foreground, background considerations. Instead, where the community center was, it's now a cafe space with a window that looks into the market hall and vice versa for that interaction between customers and diners. Next, we have some initial massings that I had developed for the space, which followed a few different layouts. Funny enough, from these three massings, there are different aspects of each that eventually made their way and were incorporated into my final design. For the first one, that flared edge facade eventually became a sort of exterior vertical shade structure for my market hall. The second market in the middle, that ridge roof, as you saw earlier, really took shape into more triangular form, but still conceptually drew origins from there. And then the third one on the right, on the bottom, really just maintained the shape overall, having that long market hall hold itself. Next, we have here just plans for the market. Vertical circulation between the floors is by the main entrance, as you can see from the elevators and flight of stairs. Main entrance is on top left door there, top left corner. There are also additional entryways and doors segmenting the market as you move right. which really here we have the elevation and the section cut, the same elevation of the market. And here you can really see how the roof ridges, that shape really adds a dynamic aspect to the building itself, which is further complemented by the vertical shade structures you see on the left and right there. Moving on, we have a Climate Studio light studies here. The market space that's present in these shots has been updated since, but a majority of light interactions generally remain the same. Not much was changed, besides adding a few things here and there. As you see from progression of left to right, adding in shade louvers and those vertical shade structures really helped mellow out the light that was coming in from the sources and from the sides, really, to our final product here on the right. A very consistent overall lighting aspect. Next here we have a section cut and elevation of a just a normal section of the market itself. You can see the roof and the layers within, as well as kind of just the background of the walls. Here's a same section cut, just with the structure built up. As you can see, the roof framing, insulation layers, vapor barrier, decking, and final finishes. Here we have some additional shots of the market in its entirety, kind of 360 view. The market just exploded. Just Mark Hall itself, the community center is in the background as well, similar roof. And here it's a bit dark, but I think this is a great interior shot. As you can really see how the light, how that morning sunlight really enters the space and illuminates the floor as well as interacts with the rest of the walls and the structures here. On the right there, you can see the cafe space and the windows and how they kind of overlook out to the market hall itself. Up top, you can see the folded plate roof structure really highlighted there, giving the space the vertical dynamic instead of just a plain flat roof or ceiling. And here we just have a final quick rendering. In the background, there's a tall residential tower that stands above. But really, you know, when we look at this market on the street, it stands out. It's a lot of sharp, pointy edges, but it does its best to attempt to blend in with the context while also kind of standing out with the pointy edges, really aiding on that. And that's my project. Thank you so much.